Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for February 11th, 2025. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle for Gemini here. Let's see what's going on. So Gemini, what we have here is the honoring path and we have present power. So this would tell me here that your intention is to do the right thing, maybe to bring something to the light. Your strength is that you're on the side of right. Some of you, the best thing that you could have possibly done was did the right thing. Like nobody could reproach you for your actions. That kind of vibe. It's like no one can fault you for something. That's one aspect of this, right? Let's see what else it says though. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Well, Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. You're being watched. And I think that everything that you're doing, if you're not already in this space, because intention a lot of times speaks to you, the space you're already in, but it also can speak to the space you need to be in, okay? And this is like saying, I know people are watching me, so I want to make sure that everything I do is above reproach. I don't want anyone to be able to look and say, Gemini did X, Y, and Z. You're able to surrender to the situation and go with the flow. And that's a beautiful present power to have. Right. Yeah, you could say or do whatever you need to. There's something about you being able to see things from a beginner's lens and say and what is it, like a chameleon, able to adapt. You're very adaptable. So Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords. So there's someone's got a little someone's clever here, very clever, and able to speak to mixed company. You could be speaking to all these people and go here. It seems like you're very able to adapt here. And what you're really meant to do, more than anything else, is just some things about yourself you need to accept. I mean, they're showing here that it's important to think before you speak, more than anything else. Think about what you're going to say. Is it judgmental? Before you judge, think. Okay, I'm also seeing that it's time for you to do a deep dive on yourself and think deep. Golly, why are we saying deep dive on self? So they're wanting to know if you're trying to attract love. If you are already in a romantic situation, they're showing a lot of success in love, but a lot of your success is hinged on you being real with yourself, is the best way I could put that. I would also, I mean, real with yourself in the sense of accepting things as they are, having faith in yourself. You may not have that much faith in yourself. You may be attempting to say, well, I don't want to be judged, therefore I'm going to watch the room, read the room, and then kind of mold to whatever is in the room. It's time for you to kind of shed old beliefs and be a little bit more flexible, is the best way I could put this. And you got to believe that no matter what, no matter how, um, that you're going to succeed no matter what. Some of you have really gotten out of a karmic cycle. I keep seeing someone who went through a very karmic cycle, and it was mostly because of staunch beliefs, being very, some of you very stoic. You may have felt like you had to dance around people, like being in groups, you had to kind of be whatever you needed to be in those groups. Even though you were being authentically yourself, there was still parts of you that was like, well, when in Rome. And there's something about your strength at this point is that you're more adaptable. But at the same time, it's time for you to chip away the old you and focus on who you are really in these new situations, accepting situations for what they are and not trying to change it. Almost, it seems like whatever's around you is out of your control. But miracles do happen, but it's out of your control is the thing. The only thing that you can control is that you're putting out a clear intention. You're saying, this is my intention, Spirit. This is what I really want. And then you have to allow that to occur, allow it to change, allow it to happen. They're also speaking about, if you're in a romantic situation here, accepting your situation from the way it is at this point is what makes the relationship ascend. If you're trying to push it, if you're trying to judge the other person for the actions that they choose to take or don't take, that could spell a lot of trouble. That could spell a lot of problems. It's okay to be ambitious, but not to be blunt and pushy. It's okay to be energetic, but not restless, I guess is the way, right? It's okay to be philosophical, but not exaggerate. And so they're giving you an indication of how these things can be different. I know this is, it's like, okay, all right. Thank you, Spirit. Angels of the Four Directions is the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. They're trying to push you to act against your anxiety. So I don't know if you're very anxious at this point, but there's something about the archangels Raphael and Uriel. They're wanting you to move forward with a lot of peace. And Archangel Uriel, a lot of times, is the one that is forcing you to give up old beliefs and to embrace whatever's in front of you now, accepting your situation for what it is now and moving on with that. A lot of this has to do with your North Node. And your North Node speaks of, now that you're out of this karmic cycle, you're now about to be on the path of purpose. What are you here for? Now you're embarking on that journey, asking questions. What was I made for? Why was I born? And the actions that you take are going to hinge on, I mean, it seems like you have so many possibilities. The actions that you take, though, are going to be based on your abilities and believing in yourself, not in old beliefs and 1 + 1 = 2. It's going to be 0.5 plus 0.25 plus, 0.25 plus, something else plus 1 = 2, you know. In order to attract abundance or success in love, you've got to really believe in this mantra, like, I believe in myself and my abilities. I do, you've got to be in that space for miracles to happen. Because when you do believe in yourself and your abilities, then Spirit is going to be like, look, they take you the rest of the way. I know how this sounds. All these things are very ethereal, and I'm like, 4 of Swords here with the 2 of Wands with your higher self. This looks like making a decision to block things out. It's like blocking out your judgment, taking time to ponder on the choices you want to make or the choices that you've been making, especially as it pertains to a group of people. And your higher self usually is about your heart chakra connection, right? which connects all the both sides. It's the center that brings everything together. And so this would speak a lot about your choices and the paths before you. You have a choice to make here. And once you make it, you have to ignore all the you have to ignore everything else and take action towards it. You can't ride the fence. A lot of that, making this certain choice would require you to really let go of your judgments about anything else, about any other aspect of it. Like you're making this choice not through judgment, but through you believe in who you are and you're not considering anyone else. You're not considering anyone, what they've done, who they done it to, why they did it, nothing. You're focusing on what's on you. The fact that you have a lot of possibilities in front of you. I hope this makes sense. This feels very all over the place. I apologize, y'all. But I'm seeing gold, and gold is always an element that attracts abundance, right? And they're bringing that up. They're showing angel number 1331. That speaks of good fortune, but it also speaks of good fortune in all different areas of your life. Enlightenment, good advice, love, like a comforting message. Someone may be reaching out to you, all of this here. But it's time for you to take action, and it's like a new adventure, which is why I'm seeing that spirit is kind of rendering you adaptable. Like you may find yourself being more adaptable than usual, more open to possibilities than usual, more aware that you are being watched, your words are being clocked, like people are really paying attention or listening to you. But you may feel like you're being ignored, but you're not being ignored at all. At all. There's something about you just accepting your situation, even accepting the things that are out of your control, but believing in yourself and it doesn't matter what anyone else does, it's about what you're doing. That's attracting love in your life. It's attracting higher levels of commitment, and it's attracting abundance and more possibilities, more opportunities. You might want to look into your North Node, even your ninth house, Jupiter placements. Thursday may be significant. You could be dealing with a Pisces. It's the main sign here. But we also have Gemini, another Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. So you could be a Taurus, Gemini cusp, or a Gemini, Cancer cusp. We have Virgo, Libra cusp, Libra, Scorpio cusp, or a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, or an Aquarius, Pisces cusp you could be dealing with. And if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.